Like we're
Yeah.
definitely we these larger than life personas, and you can't cage us.
Mm-mm. Not at all. Not at
No,
all. Can't cage us at all,
no,
especially
you can't.
because it's our time.
It's our time. When I tell you it's our time, it's our
It's
time,
our time.
girl.
And that's that. Like it's no bigger. It's no time but today. No time but the present.
Yep.
It's our time right now.
Queen PR, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Krista B, one half of those wrestling girls, Queen PR. She will be here soon, but I just had to start this interview because one, I know that you guys are not used to seeing this background as of late, but two, we have a special guest in the building, and one, before Black History Month was over, we was going to have someone special join, and two, when is the right time to have the special person join while on the road to WrestleMania? Like, I don't even think she needs an introduction, but I'm going to give her an introduction anyway because I first came across her at Wrestlemania last year, and we was turned up on that stage. But I want everybody to please welcome to the stage the one and only Miss Jakara Jackson. Hey,
What's
girl.
up?
How are
Hi.
you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm loving you rocking my favorite color, pink.
I love me some pink. It was a
Pink is
pink
my
vibe.
look. Pink is my favorite color.
Girl, we're on
Okay.
the same page.
Okay. Always on the same page. Always on the
Always.
same page. Oh man. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. So we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Yes.
We're about to hit Elimination Chamber like next week or this Saturday coming up.
Literally.
Yes. How are you feeling? Like, what are your feels like when you're on the road to WrestleMania?
The road to WrestleMania is always a very exciting time because I mean, we know what's to come, but we don't know what's to come. So it's always a surprise, and it's just it's really exciting. I think that's the word I'm gonna describe it with. It's exciting no matter how you look at it, whether it's, looking forward to, you know, I just want to see Charlotte and Tiffy, to be honest. I want to see what's about to go down with that. Like, even with the Meta Girls, you never know. Like,
Right.
we on the road to
Yes.
WrestleMania, so
Let's talk about the Meta Girls for a minute because
right.
we know everybody. It started off as the metaphor. I know it's still metaphor. However, the guys are not being as seen. Period. You better show it. The guys are not being as seen as much, but in a way that's okay because it gives you girls, more time to shine. How did this faction come to be? For those who don't know.
You know, it came together in a very interesting way. Just one day, all of a sudden, metaphor. And really, all I can say about it is, the stars aligned in a sense that quite literally us four stars came together to make something shake, and we definitely did. And I'm proud of us, to be honest. We created this group and we made it ours, because I mean, metaphor, what is the metaphor for it is really like four stars coming together, shining together, even with all the different aspects that we did bring to the table. So metaphor was just like a soup of like cool style, uh shoot, badass. Can I say that?
You can curse. It's
All
fine.
right.
You can curse.
But it's just a mixture of so many like dope things that we made our own, really. And I love metaphor. Like, I'm gonna rep it till the day I die. M4L.
Love that. I love that. So let's take it back a little bit. How did you get into wrestling? Like, were you always a wrestling fan? Was this something that you watched as a kid? Or was this something that just happened because of whatever sports or whatever you were in? It just happened to fall in your lap.
So it's definitely been a compilation of things. So of course, growing up, WWE is definitely a household name. It was literally me and my cousins, my two cousins. We're like the three amigos, really. But we'd be watching WWE, we'd be jumping off the couch, like just messing with each other in that sense. But getting older, for me, it was definitely Total Divas and like, the whole reality TV like
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
It was so crazy to me because like at that point I was not watching wrestling like that at all. It was like I said, reality TV, and I saw, Natalia, I saw Naomi, and I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are these women? And then to see that they wrestle and stuff, it's like, well, shoot, like this is crazy. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely Total Divas. And then of course more as I get older and everything, just seeing Sasha Banks or Mercedes, I was like, who is this baddie? Like, what is this? And then to turn around and see that she is a whole, pro wrestler, it's just mind blowing to me how we out here, like we can do this, and
Right.
we are doing this. So I'd say that's my experience with.
So who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Growing up, it was Jacqueline, 1,000%, and I'm a ride with her again till the day I die, because I remember being small and we'd go on family vacations all the time. And one day I remember we were traveling to Cali, and I was having a little fit in the back seat because we went into Walmart and I didn't get my way. I didn't get, to leave with a toy or whatever. And so I'm in the van waiting, and my mom all of a sudden pops up with this action figure, and it's Jacqueline. And I'm like, wow, like I'm totally amazed with this action figure. And it was the fact that she looked like me, beautiful, just muscular, just beautiful to me. And so like I held this action figure and I was just like, this is like mine. And it was super inspiring for me. So ever since then, I've been obsessed with her. Love her to death.
Love her. I love her. Queen PR and I was talking on one of our episodes, like I believe we did a spotlight episode on Jacqueline, and recently we was talking about her. We was just like, we didn't appreciate her when she was like on screen in the
True.
Attitude Era,
True.
because of the fact like it was so male centered and so male dominated. Like when we saw the women, it was just like, okay, like we grew up in the Attitude Era, so we already knew it was sexy, it was raunchy, it was raw, it was literally everything.
It was crazy.
And I have a quote saying like the Attitude Era fucked us up, because it kind of did. Like that's what it did. But to see that, Jacqueline made ways for women like Jazz to come about, and then from Jazz you had Naomi, you have the Meta Girls, you have Bianca Belair, you have Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, you have all of these Black people, and I literally was sitting in amazement every week watching you guys, Bianca, Naomi, like on TV, and I'll have like an out of body experience. Like, yo, like there's more of us.
There is.
Not even just in the ring, but like in the media, the wrestling media world in general. Like, how do you feel like when you're in the ring? Like, I know you be having these moments when you're just
like what?
Yeah,
all the time. I'm so I'm big on being present in the moment, and there's been a multitude of moments in my career where I'm just like, wow, like I'm here. And like you said, it took Jacqueline like walking so we could run. You know what I'm saying? So every accomplishment, every like moment that I feel that I'm in, I'm taking it in, and I'm just like dang, like I'm really here. And to be like in the same places as these people who I looked up to, it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And to know that I'm in the same place, or I'm doing what I can to, I mean, they already set the tone. I'm trying to set the tone in my own way, always, but it's so humbling. It's like you said, it's out of body almost. It's like, dang, I'm really here. I'm like, I used to be on the couch watching this, and now I'm in it. And then I have, little girls or people looking up to me, or like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a mind-boggling experience, but I just take my 3 deep breaths and I soak it in, and then it's showtime.
Yeah. I feel that. I absolutely feel that. I love that. Was there ever a point where it hit you, like when you say you had little girls look up to you, come up to you? Was there ever a time where like you were out and a little girl just like came up to you and was like, "Can I have an autograph? Can I have a picture?" And you're just like, "Me? Like
Me?
you put that for me, huh?"
So definitely. And I can't tell you a specific moment, but one moment that really like stuck with me was my niece. Like my niece is my everything. She's a mini me. And she came to my first show. And honestly, that was a moment that I'll never forget because she had my sign. I wanted to cry because, like, you just want to be the best, I guess, I just want to lead her and guide her in the right direction. And I want to be like somebody she looks up to, and for her to just be there with her eyes like glowing and
Yeah.
like just being my number one fan. I was like, this is what I'm doing it for real. Like anybody who looks like me, who doesn't look like me, I just want to be that person that they look up to, and they look at themselves or look at me and look at themselves and know that they can do quite literally anything.
Yeah. I love that. I
Thank
think for us, like, so when we first started, we were the only two Black American females to start a podcast about women's wrestling, and this was in 2018. Before then, COVID happened, and now there's so many people, and everybody to this very day is just like, oh, it's because of you that we do this, and I'm just like, you sure, little old us, like, are you sure? But thank you. It's in those moments where you just don't realize your impact on people because you're technically doing what you love.
Yes.
You're
It's
really just doing what you love. And it's the most craziest thing ever. But going to doing what you love, we have to talk about this epic match, this tag team match that you and Lash had against Naomi and Bianca.
Yes.
I was seated, like front of the
Thank
TV.
you.
Couldn't tell me to turn. I wasn't even going to use the bathroom because no, I was not missing anything.
Yes, girl.
Leading up to that, what was the process?
Woo. Lots of preparation. Again, this was like one of those moments for real. Like we have to show up and show out. Like, but leading up to it, let's see, this was in Atlanta. So this was also Lash's hometown. So it was a huge deal. Like we had to be on our game. So lots of nerves, but also just again, sitting in the moment and being like, I'm here for a reason. Like we are here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We're going up against two of the most accomplished women in this entire business. So we had to just show up and, like I said, and show out. And that I can even still picture, like I could feel all the feels of even stepping out there and even standing in the ring across from Naomi. Like what? Like I told you, waking up and watching Total Divas, like she was one of them ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's so amazing. Like she was just everything that I could have ever imagined. Her and Bianca. And we've ran into Bianca before, of course, with Jade in Saudi. So that was also a crazy moment as well. I was just like, no words.
Yeah.
No words. And the fact that we were in the same stage as them, it's like we out here too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like competing against them brought the best out in us for real. But
I agree.
leading up to it was a lot of feels, just a lot of feels.
I love that. And it's the fact, like, you see how NXT started. Not even just NXT, like the culmination of where women were in WWE from the 80s to the 90s, to the early 2000s. It was more like either in the 80s they were wrestling, but they were being considered the sideshow or the bathroom break. In the 90s, it was, we're going to be seated because we want to see what piece of clothing they're going to take off next. In the 2000s, it was more ruthless. Like they had the women doing like 3-minute matches, or, during the Divas era, also 3-minute matches. And, the whole famous give Divas a chance hashtag came out. And then you had NXT that came out. And I always go back to this because when Triple H and Shawn Michaels started it, I remember watching an episode of Attitude Era when it was just like the degenerates are running the asylum.
Yeah.
And look, I feel like they manifested that because the degenerates are running the asylum.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would have preferred, like when I first got back into watching wrestling, watching NXT.
Oh,
because of what these women were doing. Sasha Banks and Bayley, their match at SummerSlam, I forget, Takeover Brooklyn, 2015. talk about to this day, like to every time, like that match goes down in history. Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, you know, you had Natalia down there, you had all of these amazing women, but did you ever think it would gotten to a point now where you guys are in Saudi Arabia, you guys are in Royal Rumbles, like, and now we also have this contract signing with TNA.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I feel like the landscape has changed greatly, and I'm like, to watch it all transform has been, again, no words. Like, I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful to see that it is where it is now. And like I said, like I am so thankful for the women who came before me to have built this pathway for now. Like, I would not be in a main event right now if it wasn't for the women that came before. And the women in NXT, they did what they came to do so that we could be exactly where we are right now. Like, even watching those matches back, I'm shook because they were going in. And like you said, like, all the eras leading up to this, like, we weren't given a chance like that. And so for them to even, like, the 4 horsewomen, like Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, all of them, like, they really showed that, like, Natalia, like, I don't forget no names, but like, they showed that we're out here, like, that we can work, that we deserve time, that we can do more, so much more than what, you know, they tried to make it out to be. But here we are.
absolutely. I mean, we here. Women are here. We taking over. Period.
We here, okay?
But I do want to ask. Royal Rumble came, and we saw Lash debut at Royal Rumble at number 9.
Yes.
Me, I was looking like, where my girl Jakara at? Like,
where's girl at?
Where's she at? Okay, but how did you feel like seeing Lash in Royal Rumble, but also you not being in Royal Rumble this year? Like,
So
what was that feeling?
I'm always gonna be like rooting for my girl because she's worked so hard. Lash Legend has put in the work, and she deserved to be right exactly where she was, and she showed out looking like the goddess she is.
Yes.
Like, she did her thing. As for me, I'm always going to believe that what's meant for me will be for me. And so this wasn't my time, and that's cool. When it's my time, I'm about to pop out. And that's as simple as that. I'm going to keep it simple and sweet with you. When it's my time, I'm going to pop out.
But I love that. So we had posted on our Instagram the part where it was Lash, Jada, Bianca, and Naomi. And then Chelsea Green decides to come. And it was just like that clip on our Instagram has went so viral. Like, we're still getting about it. We're still getting hits and stuff about it today. And I was just like, this is where you cue Kendrick Lamar. They not like us.
Yes. Chelsea, what was you doing?
Okay, girl. Like, you don't go here. You can't sit with us. Like,
you can't sit with us. No, that was, sorry, I'm all using this microphone. No, but that was, I love moments like that. That's what I love about this business. Like, it's those moments like that you can create and have viral moments like that. And it was so simple. Like, that's the beauty of all of this. That moment was funny, not gonna lie.
That was a funny moment. I'm like, Chelsea gonna try to get in where she fit in.
But she got what she deserves.
Yeah, she got what she deserved. She got what she deserved. But let's talk about the other feuds that's going on in NXT that you kind of keeping your eye on. Like, in the event, you have to have like a solo match.
Yes.
With one of these girls. How you feeling about the switch up that Kalani is making?
Yo, to be honest, I love what she's doing now. Because, I mean, if you want to be a champ, if you want to be big in this, you got to have a bit of a rough side. You got to have a little bit of grit, you know what I'm saying? And she's definitely bringing that and showing it. And I'm here for it. I love all that action. So bring it, girl. And I'm clapping for her too, because she's definitely had a lot of growth. And it's so, like I said, I love seeing like the sisters, you know, thriving. I love it. So she's doing her thing, and I love the transformation. I say more.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Like, I was telling Queen PR, I was like, Kaylani is giving me 90s Maya. Okay.
Ooh, oh my gosh. I've heard that multiple times.
Yeah, she's giving 90s Maya. She's looking like her, you know, and her skill set in the ring is just mature. better every
Every
time.
time.
It's not nothing that's like to be like, she did that. Like, can she improve? Like, I don't feel there's always ways to improve, but every
Always.
time she's in the ring, you already see it.
Yes.
You already see it. So I can definitely see her, doing bigger and better things.
Oh yeah.
This feud between her and Jada Parker, seated for.
Right.
Seated for. But who do you see yourself? Like, especially now that we have the TNA girls coming over, you going like, what is your dream match? I want to know your dream opponent, dream match, and dream stipulation.
Ooh. Is this specifically for TNA?
No.
Or is this in general?
Anybody.
Well, I will start by saying my dream match had already sort of came true. It was definitely against Bianca. A one-on-one, that's the ultimate dream. But so that kind of was like half and half checked already. Shoot, you said dream opponent, dream and stipulation?
Dream match and stipulation. Yep.
Okay. I need me a weapons match. And I'm gonna need a weapons match against there's too many. Oh my gosh. If I had to choose somebody, like I said, Bianca was already won, but if I could, Jacqueline, but like I need her on my side, maybe.
True.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to say Rhea, to be honest, because she's such a powerhouse, and like if I could conquer that hill, and then shove a lolly in her mouth after.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Let's
think
get into these lollipops in this case. Yes, I love it. It gives me Spice Girl vibes. Like in the 90s, some Spice. I remember I collected every Spice Girl lollipop and sticker that there was to collect.
Yes, girl.
Like, and then they had something similar to that.
Did
Like, you're out here revamping it into your own. It's like, I need to know where I can buy one from.
Listen, I'm gonna need
so
the merch
cute.
ASAP because the people want it.
Okay, we want the merch. Please give us the merch.
Hey, girl.
How did you come up with this idea to come up with the lollipop and the case and that be a part of your gimmick?
So a lot of this like transformed. So originally, I feel like my personality is definitely like I'm sweet, but like I'm almost like a Sour Patch Kid. First I'm sour, then I'm sweet type deal. But like as my career has grown, it's just transpired into, at first it was just a prop but we've seen in wrestling people have lollipops and props and whatnot. But I was like, how do I make this me? But for me, it's a symbol. It's like ain't a damn thing sweet. Like you see me, yes, I'm smiling, I'm sweet, whatever, but ain't a damn thing sweet. So it's like a symbol for me, but also a tool. So whether it's me just holding my tongue with my lolly in my mouth because maybe I ain't got nothing nice to say, or simply just, like I said, I have so many ideas and things I want to do with it. So it's just, it's a nice little tool for me, to be honest, and a symbol. And it's something that people can point me out with, something that makes me distinct aside from the ginger. But I love me. I have a sweet tooth as well, I'll admit. But I do want to go on record and say your girl ain't had a cavity in 10 years. So let that be known. People think that just because I'm out here, they see me with a lolly every time that in the abs, listen, I don't gotta explain too much. Like your girl's good over here. Just worry about yourself. But I'm always gonna have one on me.
Okay. Period. Y'all workout routine. The way your abs are, I promise you, I think I had spoke to Bianca one time about, I was like, girl, like I need some motivation to, like, I don't even like to stretch anymore.
Oh, girl.
Like, how do you guys stay so disciplined with these ab workouts? Like, oh my gosh, like I get jealous, but all right, I'm a workout, but then I get mad when I don't see the results the same day. And then I stop.
So, let me tell you, I'm working out 7 days a week. And that's mostly it, 7 days a week. But I will say I have taken, we're at the PC, so we're always training, literally every single day. But even on off days, I'm training. And I definitely feel like part of the superstar experience is the like package, you know what I'm saying? So during the week, you got to be on point because like stay ready ain't never gotta get ready. You feel me? And with that being said, like, it's funny always getting comments on lollies. What do you eat? Do you finish them? This, and that. I'm like, doesn't matter. But we are training constantly, very, very hard, even conditioning. So we're like, I'm forced to be on point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay on it.
Yeah. So when you first walked into the PC, take us back to when the very first day you walked into the PC and you saw the rings and the other wrestlers training and the weights and stuff. Like, what was the first word that popped into your head?
What? Like, what? Not just what, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, because the PC this is state of the art. Like, this is the best of the best. And of course, it was loud. Like, hearing bumps for the first time in the training center, crazy. Like, you're just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And this is my first time. Like, this was my first experience in wrestling. So, like, seeing all of it, it was mind blowing. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But it was super. I was just very anxious and very, like, just ready, like, hungry to get in there and, like, learn what I need to learn so I can get this show rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, anything I do, I'm gonna put my all into. So basically, I was just really hungry.
Yeah. I love that. I love the fact that, you didn't let it scare you.
Girl, we ain't
Did
got
you ever have a
time.
plan B?
Sorry,
No, what did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
we ain't got no time to be scared.
That part.
We ain't got no time.
We don't. Did you ever have a plan B, like, just in case this didn't work out?
Always gonna have the most successful people have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So always, but like I said, anything that I do put my all, or whatever I do, I put my all into. So this is all me. I'm focused here. And when that ship arrives, that's when we go and deal with that. But I'm all in. And the beauty of this too is that I feel like there's so many avenues that can, like, evolve and transpire from being a professional wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So I think that plan B is definitely, there's plan B, but, like, until then, we out here.
Right. So I want to go back to you guys making your debut on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a Fatal 4-Way tag match, if I'm not mistaken. And you two ladies were the star of the show. Yes, of course. And I remember Twitter going crazy because it was right around the time where they was doing the drafts and who was getting called up, and before they closed that transfer window.
Yes.
And I remember seeing everything on Twitter, like, all right, how much more, like, Jakara and Lash have to prove to you guys to be called up to the main roster? Because it's like, y'all literally, y'all literally got on SmackDown. Y'all had that match. Y'all killed it in that match. And it was just like, all right, like, are they still auditioning? Like, what's happening? Where they at? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. We were pulling for you. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you guys. But what was that moment when you heard that you was going to be on SmackDown for the first time in the match?
Me and Lash was screaming, jumping and screaming. We was just like, but also, as we should. You feel me? Like, I just feel like me and her put in so much work, and we've just been grinding, trying to prove ourselves, period. That, like, when that opportunity came about, we're just like, yes. Like, it was like almost a sigh of relief. It's like, all right, like, they see us, you know what I'm saying? And when we go up, we about to, again, show out, because that's literally what we come to do. Like, we just want to show people that we out here, that, like, we're in it to win it, basically. So that was such a good feeling. Like, that whole trip was so fun. Like, I can't even tell you.
I love that. So how do you feel now that knowing that at first everything was held at the PC in Florida, but now it goes from, like, city to city on certain times? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel like to travel and get out of Florida for a while?
I love traveling. Like, so going to Saudi was my first time going out of the country ever, which was crazy, but check, gold check. Literally, I've gone to cities I've never even gone to before either. Check. Like, it's been really cool. I love like experiencing new places and like even though we're there for a little bit of time, like I always make sure me and Lash should do something to eat something or like see something new. You know what I'm saying? When you can or if you can. But I love it because who doesn't want to have their dream job and have it take them like all kinds of places? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm living for it. I absolutely love it. Send me
Send
everywhere.
me anywhere. Where was your favorite place to go to and to eat?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to say straight away Saudi Arabia. Like the food there was great. The weather was nice. It was so awesome seeing a whole nother culture and like just how progressive as well things have gotten. So like people think they're like, oh, Saudi Arabia, but like it was wonderful. Um, Even the things they had set up for us when we first got there, we were riding camels, we was eating the foods. They were so good to us. Second place. Let me give you a second place because what? When we went to Cali, that was so much fun. Philly was fun.
Philly was fun.
Did I
Philly was
try a
fun.
Philly cheesesteak? Not quite.
It's okay.
Maybe
I mean, they somewhat for me, they're somewhat overrated.
I know.
Like
I feel
a
like
little
they
bit.
might be too because
Like I would go for a stromboli more so than I would go for a Philly cheesesteak.
okay, Stromboli.
I love me a stromboli.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna try it next time.
It's like a big, it's like a really, really huge quesadilla, if you will.
Oh, I love me a quesadilla.
Yeah, and it's really, really big. You can cut it up, and they serve like the pizzerias, and they put like pepperoni or chicken or cheese. It's really, really good. Like I will go for a stromboli more so than a Philly cheesesteak, but that's
Okay.
just me.
Put me on because I love trying new things. I'm particular about some things, but like if I'm gonna try something, let it be new.
Just try it once, you can
Okay,
only
I
try
got
something once, and then if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I keep telling my friends, like, although we literally froze our asses off in Philly,
yeah. It was definitely so cold.
it was really cold. I always tell them like we got to go back to Chicky and Pete's because yes, it was some great, great food, amazing cheap drinks,
Okay.
and it was a good vibe. It was a great time in there. So
Okay.
I'm just like, we just gotta go Chicky and Pete's. But speaking of Philly,
Mm.
we turned up at Wrestlemania. We had a time, and now this year it's 10 years for Wrestlemania in Vegas.
Girl,
what's the plan?
Nah, it's gonna be so lit when I tell you.
Yes.
I can't wait. And it's so crazy because it's basically March, April. It's coming up so soon, but every Wrestlemania is a time, okay?
It is.
Shout out to Kazim. Like he be doing his thing and I can't wait for this year. And I know he has some things in store. Shoot, there might even be some things in store from your girl, but let's just like I said, we like to pop out over here.
Yes, we pop out. And I love the fact that nobody ever thought of bringing music and wrestling together until Wale came around.
That part, but have you really noticed how much like wrestling references is in like rap music?
Yes.
Every song I hear something. And I don't know if it's just because I'm in this world or what, but I love it. I live for it. Like, I think it's great. Because like I said, the transformation of wrestling, like back then to now, it's crazy. Like it's definitely in the mainstream. It's like it's not just its little niche now. It's all over the place. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's great and I love it. And it's only getting bigger and transforming as we go on.
Absolutely. And I love the fact like I even watching TV shows. I believe I forgot what I was watching recently, and somebody was like, "Yeah, they just went Stone Cold Steve Austin or they ass." I said, "Oh, okay." So so I know you watch wrestling too. Okay, got it. Or somebody who wrote this watch wrestling.
Yes.
But last year, I was not expecting, although I was hearing scuttlebutt of who will be performing. And then to have Beanie Siegel and Freeway up there to perform.
Crazy, right?
I first of all, I love that song. My sister was a big Rockefeller fan, like every album. So I remember, and that was like one of my favorite songs. So my friend was in the front and he looked up at me because remember, we were on the stage.
Yes.
I tossed my phone so fast, like, you better record every minute of this performance right now.
Yes, girl.
But yeah, we was on that stage turned up.
That was great.
And it's just so amazing, like, to bring, and that's what also points out, like, oh, these wrestlers are just like us, or we're just like them. Like, there's just way more to it than just watching you guys on TV.
Exactly.
So much more. Like, I would have never,
like, we're personalities, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're definitely these larger than life personas, and you can't cage us.
Not at all. Not at all. Can't cage us at all, especially because it's our time.
It's our time. When I tell you it's our time, it's our time.
It's our time. And that's that. Like, it's no bigger. It's no time but today. No time but the present.
Yep.
It's our time right now. So we're on the road to WrestleMania. Like you said, being that you mentioned it earlier, I just want to know, who do you think should win between Tiffy and Charlotte?
Yo, I don't. Sheesh. That's a loaded question.
That is loaded.
Loaded. Listen, all I'm going to say is, like, I need to be there in person. Like, that's going to be so crazy. I keep saying crazy, but it's going to be a big, monumental moment. Like, you have Charlotte Flair, the queen, and you have Tiffany Stratton. Like, this girl, I've seen her from the jump too. Like, her star power is crazy. And, like, everything she's been doing has just been amazing. I'm so proud of her. I just can't wait to see these two women collide, for real. Like, it's going to be a one for the books, for real.
It's going to be crazy. Like, Tiffany Stratton is on this climb. Although she, as a character, I guess she's doing her job because she kind of annoys me character-wise, like the whole Tiffy time and stuff. I'm like, all right, girl, chill out. But athletically, when I first saw her prettiest moon, like, she really does have the prettiest moonsault.
Quite literally.
Like, I can't give that to Charlotte Flair. I can't. Like, it goes to Tiffany Stratton. And then the fact that not only are you facing Charlotte Flair at Mania, but you're also tag teaming with Trish Stratus at Elimination Chamber.
Right.
Like, girl,
she good.
She good. Like, she good. Like, she good. She covered. She protected. That's it. That is it.
That's all I gotta say. She good.
She good. That's it. All right. I have one more loaded question for you before we go.
Let's hear it, girl.
So, you know how we've been trying to figure out this mystery. Everybody's been playing detective and inspector since November. If you had to guess who attacked Jade, who would your guess be? I can tell you mine so you can feel a little bit comfortable.
Okay.
Because WWE is definitely so unpredictable, before she came back, I said my guess was Charlotte. Because of the little face-off that they had when Jade was first coming into WWE. And she was like, oh, I know who you are, and kind of like brushed her off.
I recall that.
Like, So I thought it was Charlotte. But now I don't know.
Now? Shoot, man. So I have the worst poker face ever. So, like, let me just keep this light. I'm gonna be real. I feel like Naomi already cleared her name. She said she didn't do it. I believe my sis. I don't know. I think it's between. Shoot, Lash could have did it. Who knows?
Anybody could have done it. Twitter been saying you girls could have did it. You and her.
Did it. Like, who knows?
Who knows? At this point, this is the most craziest game of Clue I've been in, and I'm tired.
Craziest game. And I'm ready for the result as
Me
well.
too.
Because what they do to that girl, we know what they did to that girl. I just want to know who did it.
Who did it? Because I really don't feel like it was Liv and Raquel, because they be so boastful about their attacks.
Most
Why be
certainly.
quiet about this one?
And they be on they stuff, and they be doing their thing, but like, I don't know. I don't think they did it either. I'm gonna be real.
I don't think they did it either, but I guess we're gonna be on the next episode of Clue trying to figure this out.
I can't wait until that mystery's solved, to be honest.
I can't wait, because I'm tired. I want to get off this roller coaster. Get off this shit roller coaster. But thank you, Miss Jackson, for joining me. Unfortunately, Queen PR got held up at work, but Queen, we know we love you anyway. We'll do this again next time. But please let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Of course, on X and on Instagram, you can follow me at Jakara WWE. My TikTok, I believe, is the same. So make sure to follow your girl, because I mean, like I said, it's only up from here. So you either sleep or you not.
And this your girl, Miss Krista B. You can follow me on Instagram at ms_KRISTAB_ and on X at ms_KRISTAB. Please make sure you follow Those Wrestling Girls everywhere. Please make sure you follow Queen PR. That's Queen 3_ PR on Instagram, Twitter, or X, Facebook. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Subscribe to Revolt Podcast Network, and please subscribe to our YouTube. And on that note, it's your girl Krista B with the lovely Miss Jackson, and we're out of here until next time. Bye.
Queen PR, Krista B, Those Wrestling Girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.